Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Fella, fella, fella. Yo. Mic check, mic check.
Mic check. Can you hear me?
Folks, can you hear me now? 1 2 1 2. Hey, how you doing?
Good?
We need one mic.
So they can hear me, but not Gooch.
93.1. DJ Swish over here at the Fella Folks. Can't drink all day and let's just start in the morning. Just waiting for Bob Gucci's mic to go live. Stay with us. Paulie Furta helping us out.
What's that?
Just waiting on the Heatdaddy's mic, folks. Tequila is a proven upper. Have a couple shots, a couple drink tokens. Stay a while. We'll be with you shortly.
Folks, we met. Fella.
Oh, we're live.
Fella.
Good?
No, it went out and then off. Fella. That's good.
We good?
Guys, if we mask up, we can end this thing. Go full vaccine.
We good, Ozzo?
Yeah, we're good. Let's get her going.
Mace, are we good? How hot should I come in here?
I gotta watch out for this thing. It's weird. I don't know how close to get to.
I know.
Check. You know what I mean? I feel like I can't even hear. I wish we had headphones.
We're working through it. Hello.
93.1.
Keep going. Keep talking.
Talking
All right, folks, we're going
about
to start
people.
pretty soon here. We aren't going to talk the entire time. We're going to go about 20, 15 minutes, take a break, play some music, because we know drunk people like listening to music. And then we'll come back. We're going to get Tony Herkus up here, probably the best Sioux player to ever live. So we're fortunate to have him. And it's going to be a good show. We got some drink tokens for the folks as well. Thanks for coming out.
I don't know.
Are we rolling it?
Dude, I wish we had headsets on.
I know.
Because I can't hear how loud I'm talking.
Yeah.
Because I'm loud as hell. Check. Microphone check. Can you hear me? We're good. I think the next time we do this, we have to have headphones.
Yeah.
The next time I was saying, the
What
next
are
time we
we-
do this, we should have headphones so we can hear like how we sound. Because it's harder to talk.
Keeps.
What's that?
Headphones weren't working. How you doing back there, Mace?
We're getting the Bronx boos already.
What?
No, the Bronx cheer. Boo, Cheddar Bob.
What's that cheer again? Sue what?
Sue, yeah. I think you get it going right now.
Can can I get a screwdriver to the front? Can I please get a screwdriver? The bartender's listening to this. Can you bring a screwdriver to the front?
What's that? We're good to go? I'm going to come in pretty hot here. Hey, are we good? All good? Folks, we are live! Fighting! How are we doing, Grand Forks? What's up, baby? Woo! Thank you guys for coming. It means the world to us, especially we got the Heatdaddy in town. My co-host, Gage Ozzo Osmus from Live in 5. Brother, great to be back in Grand Forks. Great to be a part of this weekend. And man, fuck, we've tied one on, but it's good to be here at Joe Black's. And thanks for the staff for helping us. So what's up, baby? How we doing?
Yeah, I mean, I love North Dakota, man. Right off the bat, everybody's so nice. Everybody's socializing, talking. Where I'm from in New York, pretty much just people arguing over who got vaccinated more. So it's good to see regular people out here having a good time. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, and 100% Heatdaddy. It's great to have you in town. I know how many fans up here.
Yeah.
You know, in just a true hockey city, a hockey state. You know, you saw the Ralph last night, and what were your first thoughts just kind of walking in there, man, to the Palace of Pain at the Ralph Engelstad Arena? Like, that place is so juice. Every time I go in there, it's like, wow, holy fuck.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype, and I didn't know if it was going to live up to the hype. Everyone keeps hyping it up. I'm like, what's this all about? But at the end of the day, beautiful building, and again, the people are unbelievable. It's like they're cut from the same cloth as me. Everybody loves doing a little bit of drinking. Everyone's got a good liver on them, a good pancreas on them. Maybe do a little drunk driving, as long as nobody gets hurt. But other than that, yeah, the atmosphere is insane. Don't really remember. I couldn't see the puck.
Yeah, you
starting
were
in the second
mid-game,
period.
you were kind of like, you weren't tracking that thing that well.
Peter's forgetting when he first stepped out of the car. He first touched down in Grand Forks. Right when he steps out, he pulls his phone out, because he's a social media guy. He pulls his phone out and starts videotaping the outside of the bun, and two guys walk out. The fuck are you doing? What are you gonna put that on fucking Instagram, you pussy?
Yeah, that was so funny. And then, I mean, I even walked into the bun the first night. Ozzy was nice enough to pick us up in Fargo. We roadied down. He actually had some road rockets for us. Got in the car, drove right to the bun, kind of coat checked the bags at the Holiday Inn. And I'm even walking into the bun. I'm like, you know, I don't think they're gonna have a coffee for me, but I needed an upper at that point. And the bartender, I'm like, can I get a coffee? He's like, what is it, fucking breakfast time? And then I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, I don't know, man. I need a little upper. I go, okay, I'll just take a vodka, soda, a splash of cranberry. He's like, what are you, on your fucking period or something? I'm like, fuck, it's good to be back. You know what I mean? Just right off the hop, just getting chirped. I love that. It's such a nail gun town.
It really is a nail gun town. Like, kind of, you know, even if somebody just sucker punched me right in the face, I would kind of just appreciate it. Just down to earth, real people. But again, what's it like for you guys being back in town?
Yeah, so if you're looking at Chuck one, you know, just fire one over at Gooch. He'll appreciate it. But no, it's the best ever coming back to this town, especially this weekend. Gophers Sioux. I think most people in here know how much it means to me, this series, and especially this university. And the hockey team especially. It's just we've been looking forward to this moment for so long now, and it's finally here, and just very thankful to be back. This is all time. Got a bunch of our friends, bunch of Sioux alumni here, supporting the boys, supporting us, so it's been great.
Yeah, I mean, we just need a goddamn win tonight, or at least a goal. Like, I need to get the fuck out of my seat tonight. Like, just give me a goddamn goal. First of all, fuck Minnesota, but also just one goal. Let me get out of my seat and cheer for something.
Yeah, I mean, you're now a converted Sioux fan, bro. Like, This is North Dakota country. This is Sioux country. Like, you were even thinking about walking in here and maybe even like burning a Minnesota, shirt or whatever it was, because you're like, dude, these North Dakota people are so nails.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get the name of the Sioux back too. Like, this Fighting Hawks bullshit. I don't know the politics behind it, but I'm already sick of it. I've been here for 2 days. This Fighting Hawks bullshit needs to stop. This is Sioux country. God damn it. Make some motherfucking noise for the Sioux.
And Heatdaddy, like, not that we're like some fucking ESPN analyst up here, like, analyzing the game. I mean, we had 25 drinks yesterday walking to the Ralph, but like, what did you see from the team? What do we need moving forward? What was like your game analysis from last night? I thought we had a good first period, the boys, and then it kind of tailed off a little bit, but what do we need to do going into tonight to kind of, guarantee that win, that Billy guarantee it?
You know, I don't want to see anybody get hurt, but I would love just first shift, somebody hit somebody directly in the head. Like,
Throwing through the third row.
Throw a shoulder into somebody's head. I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I'm not a fan of violence, but I think first shift tonight,
really
put
set the
someone
tone
on their ass. Like, let's get crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like let's establish this is
Let's
the
set the tone.
This is the Palace of Pain.
Yeah. Palace of Pain. I mean, that's a great nickname, by the way. I don't know where that came from. Like, is that a thing for a while, the Palace of Pain?
Yeah, it's, one of our coaches, actually, shout out Dane Jackson. His wife is in the building, Carrie, would always refer to, the Ralph Engelstad Arena as the Palace of Pain because it should never be an easy game when you walk in there, right? There should be chins on the glass, guys going through the wall, just hard, heavy hockey that North Dakota's always played.
Yeah, no, I think first things first, get the first goal, and just get out there and try to hurt somebody.
Yeah, just really bring that criminal element to the game. And Ozzy, I wanted to ask you, we never, especially me, we never really had much success against the Gophers, man. My freshman year, I remember we tied and lost to them, and then obviously that 0.6 second game, what do you think, the one game that kind of stands out to you in terms of this rivalry? I always go back to that Final Five game, I believe it was in 2011, when Hack called timeout. They were down 3-0 and ended up winning that game and kind of rallying them into the tournament with maybe 10 forwards and 7D, and a guy like Jim Sankbile was in the lineup, playing on the third line. That, no offense, but Lipper, he had roller skates on the ice when you play.
Not a great player as Mark Stone would state, but not much of a player. But yeah, I think the boys need to score first tonight if they want to win. Imagine that building if they score first, the momentum they have.
I think that's everything tonight. I think tonight you have to score the first goal. You have to put them back a little bit on their heels because that was ultimately what I thought I kind of saw through the first 6 or 7 minutes was UND had a good push, and then from there, it kind of seemed like, the hard-on died off and they weren't really able to get back to their game, and Minnesota was just kind of going at them in different layers. So we'll obviously see tonight. Gucci, we will be in the suite level, so I know a bunch of people were looking for you last night. They were chin hunting, and you even got a jersey swap out in the concourse there. That was awesome to see.
Yeah, no,
you gotta appreciate a good jersey swap. A guy willing to take off his shirt, exchange his jersey for your shirt. You're no tarp on, your nipples are out, and you're just getting that picture, and it's game recognizing game.
Yeah, I'm drunk when I'm taking off my shirt. I have a terrible body. I'm built like a toaster oven. My body looks like a Capri Sun pouch. So for me to get drunk enough to where I'm comfortable taking off my shirt, I'm pretty in the bag. And I also want to thank everybody that got me shots last night. I had to leave the bar to go throw up on the sidewalk, but it happens. But yeah.
Yeah, you did have to pull the trigger right outside of Bonzer's. Right? Just the Jaeger was flowing, right?
It happens.
You're only a goddamn human. What are you going to do? But Ozzy, I think, if he's around here, he is in the building. I think we bring on Tony Herkus, 1987 Hobie Baker Memorial winner. Tony, the Herkus Circus is taking his last shift tonight at the Ralph Engelstad Arena as a part of that cool deal they do for basically all the UND legends around here that get inducted to the Hall of Fame. So Tony the Herkus Circus going to join us here, folks. Probably the best UND college player that has ever come through the program.
Can someone bring me a fireball shot?
Bob Gucci needs a fireball, folks. Preferably if
you
you can microwave that too. He likes it a little hot. Heatdaddy, what's up, brother? Thanks for joining the boys up here. Obviously, you're a legend. A guy that, even goes back to, I remember watching you play in Milwaukee for the Admirals when you were 47 years old. I think you were getting wheeled in on a wheelchair and still running the half wall over there, dusting off the puck, putting up a point a game. So thanks for having us, man. You're a legend here, and how you doing?
I'm doing great. I appreciate having me here. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. And obviously you're up here not only for the weekend for the big Sioux Gophers series, but just a part of the last shift, being honored like you should. You were an amazing player, so talk about how special that's going to be to get back on the ice, put the fight strap on, get the jets on and go for the skate with the boys.
Yeah, it's going to be terrific. We were at the game last night, and just the atmosphere was terrific. Too bad we couldn't get a win, but hopefully the guys will come up harder tonight and get the win. But just being able to to see everybody, see guys I played with, older alumni, younger guys, younger alumni that, you know, you have a special bond with here in the Fighting Sioux country. And even when I'm on the road, I scout now, and I see guys that played in North Dakota, I'll go up and say hi to them, even though I never met them before. And it's just that bond we have as players, as Fighting Sioux players. So and to be back here again and get out on the ice, it'll be something special.
It is a family. This university, especially playing for the hockey team, it's so cool to see, you know, players your age, and, you know, throughout, you know, you got Andrew Kozak here. I think the guy broke 250 sticks in 1 year. He used to have an absolute missile of a fucking wrist shot. But yeah, it's just unbelievable. You know, and like you said, you know, we don't even know each other, but you know, when we see each other, it's like your family. So. For
sure it is. Yeah, and like I said, to see everybody here, I couldn't believe how many guys are here today, and just talking the last hour here with everybody, it's just been great.
Yeah, and Tony, I wanted to ask you. I was talking to Gary Kaiser over there. He was telling me you were a pretty good runner. I think you ran the mile under 5 minutes, and then you did a 10K with the cross country, and you finished third or fourth. Well, were you a runner, or how did
holy iron lungs, Herc. Holy fucking iron lungs over there.
I was a runner in high school, and my fastest mile was about 4:20. So I was. And then we had a couple of other good runners. Bob Joyce is a good runner, and Steve Johnson, and they kind of pushed me a little bit. So you always want to win those races, and Eddie Belfour again was a good runner. So we all pushed each other and got some good times.
And Herc, like, I wanted to ask you, like, take us back to that 1987 season. I mean, you were playing with a guy like Bobby Joyce on your wing, and was it just one of those years where it's just like, fuck, you're showing up to the ice and like, I'm probably going to have 2 and 1, you know? You're just in that flow state feeling it? Or take us back to, like, because that was amazing. How many points did you put up that year? Was it at 115?
116.
116, but who's counting, eh?
You're not going to cheat me there.
Yeah. But, like, just take us back, because that's truly amazing. Yeah. Like, in 40 games, that's crazy.
I tell everybody this. I mean, we had a great offensive team, but it started with Eddie Belfour in that. Like, Eddie was unbelievable. He made our team go. Even in practice, he hated getting scored on. So it made us better trying to score on him. And then the competitor he wasn't going to let the first shot in no matter what. So in our mindset, we knew that he was stopping the first shot.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, we could kind of turn it up and go offensively. And another thing, we had a great defensive core.
Yeah.
Like, we had a solid defensive core that Ian Kidd and Russ Bront were more offensive, but they all 6 of them played terrific defense. The teams didn't have any room in our zone.
Yeah.
Are we off? Oh, there we are. It made for us to turn offensive playing a little easier. So we get the puck, we just go. So it made our team faster, and we ended up scoring a lot of goals.
Right, and like, I mean, on the ice is one thing and it's amazing, but like, what was it like off the ice back in those days? Like, was it beers after the game? Was it, you know, obviously you still do that, but like, what was the culture like around, you know, Grand Forks in the 80s? And was it house parties? Or were you guys going to bars? Or were you keeping it pretty tight? Were you even professional back then? Or were you like, hey, I might go have a baker's dozen and I'll go put up a couple points, and that was that?
No, we did go out Wednesday or Thursday nights or Friday nights. So,
yeah.
But, you know, Saturday nights were good, especially after a sweep. Which we did.
That was the green light.
It was a green light.
Yeah.
Which we did fairly often. And I think we only lost 2 home games that year. So,
yeah. Like, who were your good buddies on that team? Was it, you know
what? We were really
the
close
whole team? Yeah, that's awesome.
We had a house with 4 of us: Bob Joyce, Steve Johnson, Mike Lemoyne, and myself.
Yep.
And then there's another house with Koberinsky, Tarek Howard.
Yeah.
A couple other guys and we had big volleyball games. We'd have touch football games.
Yeah.
So we hung out a lot together.
What were the the drinking games some of the guys were playing? Because me and Ozzy would always play beer pong. Were you playing any beer pong or any of those games? Not really.
No, we didn't.
Just
have
good
beer
old
pong
fashioned sit around and hot stove.
Just have a few beers.
Yeah, just have a few beers and talk it out.
Just talk, yeah.
Just crack them open, go to the backyard, wrestle each other.
Yeah. Herc, one thing I wanted to ask you. So I got this little tidbit off of actually a friend of the show in here. He's going to remain anonymous, but. So apparently, like, when you would, you guys would kind of be all stretching around the circle or maybe stretching after practice, you would be firing biscuits at Gino. Like, what was that? Just hammering his skates, trying to make him fall, or what was that about? Just fucking with them?
Just fun with them, and again, when you win a lot, you could do things
you can
like
have
that.
fun.
You can have fun, and it was fun being around the guys, and we try to do it and try not to get caught shooting the puck. So other guys started doing it. And, so you just didn't want to be the one to get caught.
For sure. And was he a guy that recruited you out of Thunder Bay, like back in the day? Was it Gino that
actually,
came and watched you? Or?
Yeah, he saw me when I was 14.
Okay.
And then again when I was 16, we had a tournament in Fort Francis where he's from.
Yep.
And then it was when I was 16, he kind of kept an eye on me. I went away, played junior for a year in the Toronto area, but he kept up with me, and that's where he recruited me from.
Awesome. And go ahead, Ozzy.
So, what happens if you get caught by Gino there? You're shooting pucks at him. Did someone get caught, and what happened?
Well, he kind of laughed it off the first few times, but he got kind of pissed after a while. Like he didn't really like it, so we ended up stopping doing that.
Erkin, the last little bit I wanted to ask you was like, do you have any fond memories of games versus Minnesota? Games that got out of hand? Maybe, there was a game that you had a couple apples or a hat trick. Like, what was one game against Minnesota? Maybe it was at the old Ralph or, down at Mariucci. Like, is there one game that kind of stands out, or just you remember the rivalry of how competitive it was?
We had a rivalry. We did pretty well against them that year. We played them 6 times, and we went 5-1 against them.
How are you?
But then the 2 playoff games at the Ralph were pretty good. It was, I think we beat them 5-3 and 5-3. Back then it was 2-game total goals.
Yep.
So those are 2 good teams going at it. We ended up being on top, but they were hard-fought games, those 2 games. And then they made it to the Final Four that year, and so did we, obviously. And it was one of those times where they were playing Michigan State in the semifinals, and we're kind of hoping Michigan State would win, just because you play a team 7 times.
Yeah.
The odds are
right.
we might, they knew us, we knew them, but we wanted somebody to play somebody fresh, so we're kind of glad we played Michigan State.
And you've won Stanley Cups, you've won a national championship. Like, they're different in their own right, but it's got to be cool just to even get together with like the 87 team all the time and come back and hang out. And I'm sure it's the same thing with the Stars. But I feel like these bonds here, especially when you're growing up and you're in the foxhole of Walsh Hall with these guys, like, it's special, man. That's something I always envy of guys like Gage that won here, and I wasn't able to do that.
Yeah, well, winning special, but again, the hockey team, the alumni, the guys you play with, they're your lifelong friends. They're the guys that you're going to hang out with, call whenever you need somebody to call. They're your friends for life, and the winning part helped, when because you'll have that for the rest of your life, that winning moment together. But just seeing everybody again, it's tremendous. Every time we see each other.
And the last little thing I wanted to ask, Ozzy, I don't know if you have any more. Game prediction tonight, Herc. Do we like to sue? We don't lose on Saturdays, man. We don't lose on Saturdays.
No, I think we're going to come out and play a tougher game. Hopefully get one real early.
Yes,
and
need
get
that.
The crowd in. The crowd was a little down.
Yeah, a little Tylenol PM, a little sleepy out there.
A little sleepy in a second. So, but if we get a couple early, the crowd will be into it, and I think we're going to take it tonight.
100%. We'll have to meet up, maybe have a little drink there. Ozzy, if you got anything else for Herc, thank you for coming on, man. You're a legend in my books. Those hands, I just remember those on the half wall, working it, massaging it, like a deep tissue massage, like a piece of Wagyu over there. So even when into your 40s, that was so much fun to watch you and come watch you with the Houston Aeros. Yeah. Troy Ward was the assistant coach. So thanks so much for coming on, Herc, the circus fella, legend. So
thank you for having me. I enjoyed it very much. So thank you.
Go Sioux!
I told Chris, I was like, I probably don't want anything to say about that.
All right, do we get 2 Busch Lights up here and 2 cups here? We're gonna have a Minnesota fan and a North Dakota fan do a chug off. Hopefully we can get this one.
Folks, we're gonna have a chug off.
Does anybody want to drink?
Get your asses up here. Get the Busch Light in hand. Let's fucking go.
Get up here. Let's see what you guys got. Open the gullet.
What's that? Yeah. Folks, if you were designated for the chug off, please get up here. We have a Sioux fan versus Gopher fan. We're talking one-on-one. Who can chug this beer the quickest?
Oh, here we
Thanks,
go.
boys, for doing this. Shake it up, gentlemen and scholars as you are, man to a man. Let's get her going.
Shit.
Folks, these are Busch Light. If you're gonna make it a Busch, make it a Busch Bavarian. Ozzy, are those cold or are they room temp? Like, is that always factors in? Okay, we got icy cold Busch Light.
What's at stake for the
Straight
winner
out of
here?
the freezer.
What's at stake for the winner here?
What's at stake? Well, they get to pick a piece of Butter Golf merchandise. So I would say, folks, we have a good old-fashioned duke-off. Up, down, up. Let's get it going. Let's get a drum roll, please. Let's get a drum roll. Come on, man. What do you got? Up, down, fella. Come on, baby. Sioux early, Sioux lead. Yeah!
Oh my God!
Let's go, Sioux! 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 Let's go, Sioux!
Put him in an absolute body bag. Guy just put on a clinic.
Hey, brother, you get to pick whatever you want. We got Butter Golf here. We're talking missionary. Folks, gonna take a quick break. 3 to 5 songs, get you back in it, dial in some old school classics. We'll be back on the mic in about 5 minutes. Stay with us. Woo-hoo! Mic check, mic check.
We got a half hour, right? Huh? Yeah, we got a half hour. Can they give us to like 4:05? Yeah. Is it okay if we run to like 4:05, like just a little? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
Dude, my breath's so bad. Dude, to be honest, I'm like kind of out of my element. I don't know like what to talk about. Like I don't want to like bore people, but I don't know, like, you know what I mean?
I think you get this Sioux fan going. Like he's crazy. Like he's got like.
I gotta rise out of like the fuck the.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Mic check. Am I getting any sound? Check, check. Check, 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 check. Can't hear it. Okay. Okay, let's bring those two on. 5 minutes each. Sioux stories, flip cup, and then we'll do a Q&A, and that's about 35 minutes. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Okay, Harry and Chad. Mic check.
I gotta get better at this.
Alrighty, folks, we are back for the second period at Joe Black's. Again, thank you to Jose Blacks for having us, the Live in 5 crowd or crew, and the Heatdaddy. Got a bunch of our boys in attendance. And yeah, we're gonna do a little Q&A after this. So folks, just wanna send you a reminder, we have drink tokens up here. If you want a free drink after this for the third period, we'll be doing a Q&A. You come sit on the Budweiser hot seat, you get a free drink and ask us whatever the fuck's on your mind. So doing that, but right now, Ozzy, I think we wanna bring on some more fans. We're gonna bring on Harry first. Harry, if you could come up here and chop it up with the fellas.
Harry, if you can hear us, we need you up here. This guy might be the biggest Sioux fan in the
Number
world.
58.
Harry, just show him your calves here. He's got 4 Sioux logo tattoos on his calf. Then show him your shoulder as well.
We're
Might be the
talking
best one.
Quadzilla.
Unbelievable
Holy
stuff
shit,
here.
this guy is a nail gun.
We're talking
Yeah.
Quadzilla and Wesley Pipes. Harry, thanks for having us. Thanks for coming on, brother.
Thanks.
How are we doing? And just off the top, Harry, like, what's your background? Were you born in Grand Forks? Are you a North Dakota native? What kind of drew you into just being an ultimate super fan?
Well, I grew up in Grand Forks. Went to school just over here at Grand Forks Central. Graduated from there. Never went to college, but I paid for my kids to go to UND.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
So gave them a lot of money and give them money every year for season tickets for football, hockey, basketball. So I'm here a lot. Oh.
And you know, is hockey always been the number one, or is it all sports at UND that you kind of just gravitated to through the years?
Pretty much all sports.
Yep.
I'd have to say I really love the football a little bit because I get into the tailgating thing.
Yep.
Which if you find a lot of the college kids, I feed a lot of them.
Yep.
They're great to have when we're tailgating. I'm right by the helmet, so anybody's around, swing by. I got a signature, you want to call it, my breakfast sandwich, where I got it's English muffin with sausage, Canadian bacon, egg, and cheese on it.
Okay.
And I usually make about anywhere from 80 to 90 of them for the college kids.
You're almost hitting triple digits.
When do you start preparing for this tailgate? You know, are you getting off the bat Monday? You start planning, preparing, or is it like a Thursday thing, Friday?
Well, I drive here on Wednesday night or Wednesday late afternoon, go to L&M Meats, used to be Laddie's. That's where I get a lot of my meat stuff. And I usually get my ribs and ham, so I usually have like 5 racks of ribs I cook, put in there, and then we have, last time we had ham and cheese, and then about 9 pounds of shrimp I go through.
Oh my Bubba Gump shrimp.
Yeah, well, no, it's...
the old shrimping business.
Well, my wife and my daughter work for Tastely Simple, which is out of Alexandria. So I use a lot of their spices.
Yep.
So we have, it's called Bam Bam shrimp.
Okay, yeah.
And then Nashville hot shrimp, and then Bourbon Bayou shrimp.
Wow.
So you enjoy tailgating so much.
Man,
you don't charge anyone for this food?
No, it's all
you're
free.
No way.
I've had
okay with
the college kids come up and go, well, down the road, you don't charge that? Nope. They said, well, down there they wanted money. I said, they're here for the wrong. So we're here to support the team, not to make money off our food.
You're just doing it for the love of the game. Just getting out there, feeding the people.
Yeah,
it's actually good you do that because guys like me, I tend to not eat. I get a little bit too drunk, get arrested a couple times, and it usually comes down to I didn't eat enough.
Yeah.
So for you to feed the college students, I mean, that for free,
Well,
nonetheless.
I got 4 kids and grandkids, and so I made sure I had all kinds of Gopher tickets. Well, none of them could make it except for my son and daughter-in-law. So in other words, I had like 10, 12 tickets that I gave away.
Good for
because
you.
I don't charge
But
much.
Heatdaddy, as you
But
know,
they got to
like,
be a good Sioux fan.
Oh yeah, you got.
And if you're not a Sioux fan, you don't get them. Then I charge them, but I have to.
then you
You
charge.
ain't serving a Bison fan. No,
No,
yellow and green.
no,
Fuck that.
no. We eat the bison burgers after they're dead and gone.
Oh yeah, Bison burgers and yes, you.
But it's good you do it for the kids and you feed the kids.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
especially in Biden's America right now, it's so hard to even just get anything from the grocery store.
I'll tell you, they're the best too because to get people my age that'll walk up and will see they're getting food, they don't. 90% of them won't even say thanks. But the kids who said, "Hey Harry, we really appreciate what you're doing," and
Hell yeah.
that's a lot. It's great. That's kind of why I like the football, just because the tailgating thing. It's
100%.
a lot of fun.
You know what we say though, Ozzo? Sometimes eating's cheating. You know, if you're getting that,
Eating's cheating.
if you're establishing that in your barrel, you're kind of getting ahead. But no, that's awesome that you do that for the kids, and I'm surprised we didn't pop over there for a number of years. How many years have you been doing this now? Is this are we going on 20 years?
Well, that's what the kids all ask. When did you start? And I said, well, it's 2000 really. But I said when I first started, it was a pickup, 2 chairs, a playmate full of, and then a bucket of chicken from Hugo's. That was it. And then now I got a big tent that's got obviously Fighting Sioux around the whole thing. It's all. I don't do the hawk thing. Somebody asked me once. They said, "Are you gonna ever get that hawk thing?" Or maybe I should ask, where would you put the hawk thing? Exactly, that's where I put that hawk thing.
Right in the shitter.
Right.
Yeah. No, but that's awesome. And you got any tunes going out there at the tailgate? Like, what do you what do you got for the kids? Are you showing them a little Alan Jackson? You got some, a little Billy Idol maybe coming through the radio dial. What are we working with,
A lot of
Harry?
AC/DC, a lot of 80s
yeah.
stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, just right. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Little old school rock.
Yeah, we got some pretty cool tailgaters around us. We got guys right next to us. They, I think a lot of them played on the 2003 team or whatever. So they got a bus, and we got 2 speakers that we can put together.
Yeah.
I still use a flip phone, so I can't quite do that. But my son takes care of that. They get them together, so we got everybody's in tune, and it's awesome.
No, I mean, it sounds like a good time. Hang out at the tailgate, have a couple drinks, do a couple lines, listen to some AC/DC, get crazy with it.
Yeah.
No, that sounds incredible.
Yeah.
Are you going to the game tonight, Harry?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where are you sitting, and what is your prediction?
I want to sit with you.
What a dumb question.
But
You
before-
going to the game? You
before
this
we
guy's
let you-
not going to the game?
Before we let you go, what's your prediction for the score? Do we like to Sioux on a Saturday?
Oh,
they don't
I'd-
lose on a Saturday at home.
No. 3-0 us.
3
Oh, hell
Cobb.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I love a-
3
hell
Cobb,
yeah.
folks.
I love our goalie. I think he's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
nasty.
we have a great team.
Okay.
I said I think this has been the best team I've seen since 2016.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
They play together. They work. I mean, it's good to see. I don't know what happened last night. It seemed
Yep.
like
You
we
had a
ran
little-
out of gas.
It's all right.
Maybe
It's
whatever.
a mulligan. It
But
doesn't
I-
even matter.
Blind
Like-
squirrel finds a nut
But
every once in a
I
while.
sit. The fun part is I sit right next to the students.
Yeah.
So when they're in the lower bowl there, I sit right next to them, and everybody says,
Yeah,
"Don't you hate
yeah.
that?" They stand up. I said, "This is their team. That's not our team."
Yeah.
I said, "Number one," and then when they're gone, I said, "All you old people sit on your ass and you don't on your hands. You don't
I
say
know.
nothing."
I know.
It sucks.
The game
Yeah.
was, it kind of was good at the start, and then, man, after that it was like a Coke at the, the Big Sioux Cafe, just a little flat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's not a whole lot of noise in there.
Yeah.
It was kind of, but we'll see tonight. Harry, again, thanks for stopping by. We got 3-0 score prediction. I hope I can get over to those tailgates one day, but hey, fella, thanks again.
Yeah,
Here's a
thanks for
drink
stopping
token.
by.
Folks, give it up for Harry.
Thank you, Harry.
Ford
Appreciate it.
Sioux Tattoos, number 58 in your program, number 1 in your heart.
It's good to
Ozzy-
sit by the student section. He's playing it the right way. You sit by,
Yes.
it's passionate, it's hot chicks. He's got it figured out.
Yeah, and
like
listen,
that guy.
Feeding the kids, a good Samaritan, just a good
Yeah.
dude that
He's a
loves his
blue-collar guy.
team. And Ozzy, I kind of wanted to, before we bring up our next guest, I kind of wanted just to chop it up with you in terms of kind of going back to our playing days, going back to any stories, maybe even like a Dave Haxtell story, or something that's kind of funny that sticks out in your mind that we maybe would do off the ice, or maybe even on the ice, of something that kind of just explains or embodies the teams we were around, because we had so many goofy dudes, man. It was the amount of characters that we had on our teams. Like, you could literally film a movie about it.
I always like telling the pylon story for the defensemen. Our decor, when we were playing, were so close together, and I think fans don't realize. We take it very seriously, but we also don't. We have this pylon award. It's a big cone, orange cone, and if you get walked and you get scored on, the next week in court we'd give the defenseman who got walked the pylon award. It's like, hey buddy, nice job. That guy just walked you. Well done. And then during the games, these guys get walked.
You're hoping your
And
D
all
partner
the
gets walked.
defensemen on the bench should be dying laughing after
Yes.
they'd score a goal.
Yes.
We should be pissed, but we're like, fucking pylon. It's unbelievable.
It was so funny too, because there was a stretch there, like Dewey was, maybe our best defenseman, or one of our better defensemen, but there was a stretch, I think it was my sophomore year, maybe my junior year, Paul Ledoux, there was like 3 or 4 weeks in a row where he would play unbelievable, but he would get walked, and then it would be like, they'd get the pylon every week, and we'd look up in the stands, and we see Jay Ledoux just strictly for his reaction. I know Jay's here, but he'd just be like, come on, Paul. You know what I mean? It was just so funny because, Paulie would be like, coming back to the bench just so pissed off, and we're dying laughing, or whoever it was, even me or you, is just, I would always wait for those reactions from Jay, and he's a beauty, but it was so funny.
Yeah, I think, you know what? People don't know this about Paul, but Jay's here somewhere. I don't know where he's at, but I remember I caught Paul looking up. There was a TV timeout. He's looking up into the stands, and I look behind me, and fucking Jay's giving him hand signals. I'm like,
Yeah.
Are you actually looking at your dad right now?
Yeah, he's like a third
God
base
damn
coach.
it, Bubs is telling us. Bubs is drawing up a play. He's looking at Jay up in the stands.
Yeah, it was so funny because he's literally like a third base coach, giving him signs. But that was so funny. And one story I think that kind of sticks out to me was, it's not really hockey related, but just even when we were talking before this when we got here, we were drinking screwdrivers, kind of figuring out what the fuck we were going to talk about. We were sitting at that table over there and, just telling like old hack stories. And I remember after it was my sophomore year, the season finishes, we ended up losing in the Frozen Four, get back, and then as folks like that know but don't really know, you get into this kind of the time of the year where you're not going to play a game for the next 6 months. So it's called Bender. And then during Bender, all bets are off. I mean, you're going 4, 5, 6, 7 nights a week, basically until the final straw, until you drop. But this was mid-Bender, and there's about 5 or 6 of us in the same public speaking class. And I was running over from my park by Walsh Hall, and I was literally coming like right from the party, like from last night, and I was in the same clothes. I had jean shorts on, I had a Hawaiian shirt, the buttons were all the way down to my belly button, nipples were out. And I'm walking into this public speaking class because it's like one of our final speeches for the year. And who is doing class checks that day? Dave Hackstall. I got my fucking deep V-neck on, nipples out, no shoes on. He's just like, the guy would never break character, but he like gave me this shitty little smirk and he looks at me, he goes, Jordan, I think you better go home and put on the proper attire. I looked at him and go, David, that's probably right. I'll be back in 10. It was just so funny because he would never break character, but I got that little shit grin on him, and I was like, you know what, David? I'm cockeyed right now, but you know what? You're probably right, fella.
So it's so cool that you guys were able to play at such a high level. Like, you guys played at such a high level, and you can still have a little bit of fun. Like, I played literally the worst hockey you could ever play, and I was so bad. But I got drunk, and you guys did the same thing, but you're playing the highest level of hockey. It really just blows my fucking mind.
Yeah,
I don't know how you guys are that good.
Yeah, I mean,
how are you that
we were
good at
okay,
hockey?
but yeah, I mean, like, it's just crazy to think that a lot of guys, Rob, like you said, like, yeah, you're going to work your ass off, but this school, like, you got to have fun, and like I always say, you can't be scared to tie one on.
Well, my career got ended short, like, because I found out what a Jagerbomb was, and I was on academic probation, but I even when I was trying hard, I couldn't play, even at the club level. You guys playing the highest level of hockey in the world, so that's pretty incredible that you're able to do that.
Ozzy, remember when it was so funny, remember when we used to win, we won the Penne Rosa, we call it, the Penrose Cup, NCHC regular season champs. How are you? 2 of the years I was there, we played in the conference, we won it. But it was so funny because, I mean, not to sound cocky or whatever, we would take the Penrose Cup and we'd throw it in the shitter. We'd throw it in the handicapped stall at the rink and be like, boys,
it's not cocky.
Not the one we want. Not the
you
one
remember,
we want.
I'm not sure if Bubs or Hack will appreciate this one, but you remember when we woke up, we won the Penrose, we had a party at the 420 house, and we woke up and the Penrose was out front in the trash.
I know, it was like someone lost it. And,
not the one we came for.
And Uncle Rico had to carry it home down University. He's like, I just found the Penrose outside, and I guess I brought it home. I have a couple nightcaps out of the Penrose, so that was always so funny. But, fella, I think we should snap it over to the fellas I want to get on for the Flip Cup competition. Again, we need 2 Busch Light, 2 Dixie Cups, so the Minnesota and Sioux fan, boys, can you come up here and grace us with your present? The winner of this series, duking it out, will get either a Joe Black's hoodie or your choice of a Butter Golf shirt or hat. So 2 Busch Light, couple cups. Folks, let's get that circle in here again. Let's get a little attention around here. Let's get a little fucking noise. Bring it in, baby, for the real thing.
Time tonight.
A little. Sioux. Woo! All right, fellas. Just, fill them up. Gentlemen's agreement. However you want to go, full cup. That's what me and my buddy used to play. But a little something to take the edge off here, and let's do it right. Let's do it tight.
Holy shit.
Again, the winner
so goddamn drunk.
will get a Butter Golf shirt or hat or a Joe Black's hoodie. Folks, thanks for staying with us here. Ozzy, I mean, I got to take the home team again. I'm going Sioux again. Wow, are we going full beer, boys? Oh, my God, that is nails. I love this city.
Shit.
That is fucking unbelievable.
That's all right.
I like it.
Full beer. Full fucking beer.
Full beer Flip Cup.
Folks, if we can get, just some people to kind of bring it in a little bit. Let's get a little crowd around these guys. Let's get them hyped up. They're doing a full beer. Like, this ain't no picnic.
Gotta wait till his goes down there.
Yeah, you
It's
gotta-
kind of
you-
a,
Should we
not
count
the
them
best
down
pour,
here?
but
You got to dust off that, the foam there.
it's all right. It's not that bad.
Are these? I mean, these are two willing combatants. Are you guys pretty evenly matched, or like who historically is a better chugger? You're both buddies. Talk us through this matchup. Is it even money? Like if I'm putting my money on someone, I
Yeah,
love
I
it,
think
but
it's
maybe
him.
not the flip. Maybe
He's
not
a
the flip.
flip.
You
He's
might.
good at flip.
You got better hands. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, Ozzy, bring him in. I'm gonna get a little drum roll. Let's get some noise in here for these guys. Hey, let's get a
Make
little
some
drum roll.
goddamn noise in this
Get a little
motherfucker.
drum roll. Come on, baby.
3, 2, 1.
And they're off. Early lead to Nodak fan as the Minnesota fan kind of barrels down, and he's got
Nodak
a
fan
denyingly.
finishes.
Can he get the flip? He's 0 for 1 on the flip. Can he get the flip? 1 for
It
2.
ain't
He's
over.
1 0 for
It
2 on the
ain't
flip.
over.
Is he? Whoa, he's 0 for 3
It
on the
ain't
flip.
over.
Now the fourth attempt. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, for 5. He's 0 for 6 on the flip. Oh my God, can he do it? Oh! Minnesota fan back in the mix. He's kind of flipping over here with a decent set of hands. Oh my God, here we go. Sioux fan, your shit. Oh!
my
The
God.
winner to the Minnesota fan after the fella.
Get this guy out of here.
All right, brother, your choice
Hey, you
of
did
a
it. That was
hat or a
great chug,
shirt.
though. I
But
gotta
that was a
respect
hell of a
that.
chug.
Respect
Just
the hell out of
you
it.
got to work on your mitts. Yeah, I got to send you to
All
Turcotte stick handling school. Work on those mitts. Yeah, take that. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. I got you.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to send it over for 1 or 2 songs. But again, at the end of this break, please don't be shy to come up, take a drink token, get on the hot seat, ask us a question. We'll answer whatever you want. So 2-3 minute break, DJ spin that shit, and we'll bring it back, baby.
Thank God we're going to break. I feel like I'm going to say something.
Mic check, mic check.
Check, 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 check.
Mic check, mic check, mic check, mic check.
Check. Hey, if I say the drunk driving comment, you have to go crazy.
Mic check.
All right. Check, mic check.
Mic check.
I need an actual. Fuck Joe Biden.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Are we good?
If UND wins today, I'm gonna get a UND tattoo. I'm gonna say that.
You're streaming though.
I will. I actually would. Check.
Check, check,
Check, check, check. If you're gonna do a little bit of drunk driving tonight, make some fucking noise. Who's gonna drive a little drunk tonight? Jesus Christ.
You
Savages.
idiots.
Bunch of criminals in here.
Yeah.
Like doing the worst thing you can ever do. And people are like, yeah. You're operating machinery drunk. People are just like, yeah. Fuck yeah.
Psychos.
Should we bring
Anyway,
it back here,
I'll
boys?
hand it off.
Yeah, anyways. All right, as a last segment here, kind of to wrap up this show, before we do, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Folks, we'd like to open it up to the Q&A section. Again, anyone brave enough, get on the hot seat over there. You do get a drink token. And I believe we're going to start it off. Here's our leadoff hitter over here, young man. What's your name?
Fuck this.
Ty, where are you from, fella? GF, North Dakota,
His mic's
baby.
not on. Hold on. We gotta get his mic on.
I guess we're gonna open it up to you, bro. Like, thanks for coming today. Obviously supporting the fellas, seeing the Heatdaddy. What the hell do you got for us?
You know, I got a question for Heater.
Yep.
How the hell did the libs let us get here?
Say again?
How the hell did the libs let us get here today?
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I can go on and on about the liberals all day, but not a political podcast. Put me in a tough spot here.
It's a touchy question, you know what I mean? For a good red state, even, you never know.
No, it's a good question, though. Every week, the liberals don't want us to have fun on Friday.
They really
But
don't.
we keep getting there. And, yeah, man, I just, I'm so tired of what's going on in Palestine. I'm just kidding. That's a great question, but
That is a
I
great
don't know.
question. Fella, drink token. Thanks for coming. Get a shot of Fireball, whatever you want.
Thank you.
Who do we got on deck? Anyone brave enough to come up here? Step up to the plate, fella.
What a shirt. Look at this guy's shirt.
That is
Sweet.
sick. Oh my, who's that? Sweetie?
Good
Sweet
stuff.
tea?
Yes, sir.
Oh my, twerk it if you got it, baby. What's up, baby? What's your name?
Sam.
Sam, how we doing? Where you from? Height, weight?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Oh, baby.
Toma boy.
Go
He's gotta
Jets,
be-
go!
He's got to be a beauty.
Oh
Toma
my,
boy.
Earl's on Maine, fella. Little kokanee, couple sniffers. Winnipeg, what a city to pint. It's awesome. So you drove down for the event?
Yeah, I drove down last night.
Drove down to see the Heatdaddy.
Yes, sir.
So what do you got for him? You obviously going to ask him a question. What do you got for Rob?
Yeah, I've got a question for Heater. I've DM'd you a few times. You haven't seen it. Probably shouldn't say it in front of everyone here. But what is the recipe for the triple R word?
Oh, man.
They're
Yeah.
putting you in a tough spot, man.
Yeah, you know, one of my drinks, my racist grandpa used to make it for me. It's called the triple retard. And I know a lot of people in here, you know, it's frowned upon to use the R word, but it's because the drink makes you retarded. And it's 3 shots of Crown Royal whiskey and vanilla Coke.
Vanilla Coke, got
It'll
it.
rot your teeth right out. So if you plan on going to the dentist, I hope you have dental insurance. But yeah, that's one of the fond memories I have with me and my racist grandpa. We used to sit around and drink whiskey and yell at the landscapers. And have a great time. That's a
All
great
right,
question.
thanks, dude. Anyone didn't know, Crown Royal, product of Gimli, Manitoba. Gimli,
Oh
Manitoba.
my
Shout
Toba
out, Sam.
fella.
Respect that. Respect.
Thanks for coming on, Sammy
Thanks
fella.
for coming out, baby.
Next up on the on-deck circle, switch hitter. Fella, what's your name?
Alex.
Alex, where you from? Tell me a little bit about you. Height, weight, maybe your kill count.
Someone get me a drink.
I'm from Grand Forks, North Dakota. 5'7" strong.
Talking to the mic, fella.
5'7".
Yes, sir.
5'7", good
Grand
chin.
Forks native. He's got a great sweatshirt on.
Yes, sir. I actually have 2 questions.
Oh, okay. Start with one.
Gabby told me to ask you what it's like having 1 testicle.
Oh,
Yeah, for the folks out there that don't know,
Johnny One Nut.
I do only have 1 nut in my sack. She tells me to grow some balls when she's mad at me. It's kind of funny. But no, it's actually, it's actually pretty nice because with 2 down there, when you sit down like this, especially with jeans on, they get a little bunched up. But with 1, you don't get that anymore, so it's a lot more convenient. And yes, they still work.
I always
actually
forget
really
you only have
practical.
1 nut. That's nuts. But what's your next question, bro?
Heatdaddy, what kind of night are we looking at?
Oh my
tonight?
God, what kind of night is it? Last night, it was a Matt Green using a Coho wood stick in the National League kind of night. What do we got for the people?
You know what? I want to have a TJ Oshie kind of night and just fucking hit someone from behind.
Maybe piss in an elevator.
And I'm a pussy, but if anyone wants to jump somebody with me tonight, let's fight someone.
Let's get the Ralph
That's
going,
a
baby.
TJ Oshie kind of night.
Such a TJ Oshie cold shoulder kind of night. Oh, look at this fan. Yes! Fella.
Ho, 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 ho. A little bit of.
Oh, we got the rodent hanging there. Yep.
Oh my God.
Sioux kill gophers.
Sioux pound gophers.
It's not the.
I love that. She's
Yeah.
dead tonight. We got the farm on the home team. All right, baby. Who we got up next in the Q&A? Someone step up to the plate.
It's the first noose I've seen in a while.
What's up, boys?
What up, bro? Saw you last night. You had the jersey swap with the Heatdaddy outside of section 113, I believe. I told you if you're going to do a fucking jersey swap, you got to shed the real laundry, show the nipples, and
Abso-fucking-lutely.
do it.
All right, so I got a question for all 3 of you boys.
Yes, sir.
So if you guys were to get drafted to the National, right? Huge deal. Where's the worst fucking team you guys could go to? You guys get drafted and you're like, fuck, I do not want to play for them.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Ash.
No bad days when you're making 7 figures, but
No, that's true, but
you
there are
know,
some teams where you're like, fuck, dude,
yeah.
like, why do I have to fucking play for you guys?
Yeah, and no disrespect to our buddy Sam, like, let's just say Manhattan Beach, Vegas, Scottsdale, that's a little bit nicer than the mean streets of Winnipeg, especially
Abso-fucking-lutely.
mid-January.
Hey,
You know
no
what I mean?
disrespect to the boys up north, but I would not play
Fans
for
are
the fucking
great up there. I'm
Jets.
just saying, he asked.
I think I love Buffalo, but I wouldn't want to
Really?
play for Buffalo. Those people in Buffalo seem fucking crazy.
Yeah, but your fans are sick.
I just, what do you do in Buffalo? It's cold. You know, watch the Bills. Like, give me
Yeah, maybe
Florida.
Buff.
Hey, that's fucking fair.
Chippewa Street, though.
New York taxes too.
Oh,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
No
The libs
chance.
are going crazy with those.
Yeah, taxation is theft.
Yeah.
I'd probably have to say New Jersey.
Really?
If you've ever, yeah, I mean, it's the armpit of America, and people from New Jersey, they're just really aggressive, and I don't like being there. Their accent's weird, and I'd probably have to go with New Jersey.
It's okay. Hey,
With
fuck
all
the
due
Devils.
respect.
Not a big Devils fan. All right, thank you, boys.
Hey, thanks
Yeah,
for coming
thank
on, bro.
you.
Appreciate you.
Mind if I rip one of these?
Yeah, bury one, a little
Yeah,
fireball.
100%. I'll actually.
We microwaved them for you, too. Nice and hot.
Folks, let's get a little drunk.
Let's get a little
Thank you, boys.
cut tonight.
What's a guy
A
got to
little
do for a sweatshirt?
sauteed. Folks, we're going to take a couple more. Anyone else want to step up to the plate? Yes.
Anybody else want to get on the stage?
Oh,
This guy.
man. Nothing like a lower body injury right to the hot seat. Are you doing okay, brother?
Can we give it up for the goddamn troops tonight? This guy just got back
What a
from
fucking
Iraq.
nail gun.
No, he didn't. I just made that
Nothing
up.
stopping this guy to get into the podium. Fucking A, fella. How we doing?
Not too bad, boys. How you guys doing?
Good, bro. Where are you from? What's your name?
I'm from the Twin Cities. My name is
Will.
JT,
JT Fella. Where are you from in the Twin Cities?
Rosemount, Minnesota.
Yes, sir. What do you got for us, baby? Talk to me.
Little two-parter. One,
Okay.
why is hockey so great? And two, what makes a nice set of tits?
What'd he say?
What's the first part? I heard the tits. But
What makes hockey so great, and what makes a good set of tits?
a nice set of fun bags, eh? Just. I got my
don't know.
mom and sister, grandma sitting in the building, so you know what I mean. I might defer to the other fellas over here, but Yeah, I mean, as a man, as a dude, who doesn't like a good set? You know, especially a nice natural set. And then
Give it
the
up
other
for
part of
big
that
tits.
question, for me, what makes hockey so great? The dudes, man. I mean, we got a bunch of ex-teammates chilling here, ex-Sioux alumni. I mean, hockey guys are the best. You know, you can get there, sit there, and just, they're blue-collar guys generally, chop it up. You know, like to throw both ways, drink a little bit, and just, you know, have some fun, man.
Yeah. What was the question? What makes a good set of tits? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care. As long as my pee doesn't sting in the next 10 days, like it is what it is. I don't care. I'm not that picky. So that's the answer to that. And then just to capitalize on what Jordo said, I feel like just the camaraderie of the hockey guys, there's really nothing else like it. That's kind of what got me into the game personally, just the culture, being on the bus with the guys, being in the locker room with the guys. It's the best. There's nothing like it. So, yeah. It's a good question, by the way.
It's a gritty game. There's also a craft to it.
Robert Kraft.
You know, you can be an artist out there. You can be an enforcer. There's so many different players you can be and still be effective. And, yeah, I mean, it's obviously the players, the fans, everyone around hockey is just nuts, and it's great. That's what makes it the game.
You were a pretty big glue guy, weren't you, though?
I was the biggest glue guy. Ask any one of these guys. They loved hanging out with me.
Nothing but glue.
Just
All right,
ask him.
appreciate it,
Hey,
boys.
brother, thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
thanks for
appreciate
stopping by.
Great question. I love the tits question.
You coming up?
Hey, good luck with your leg, too. Don't
All
break
right,
the other one
folks,
out there
bringing
tonight.
up our next guest. What's up, brother? What's your name, height, weight, and what position do you like to play?
Yuri Houston, 6'1", and I played left wing.
Left wing. Is that your offside or you a lefty?
Lefty.
Okay, what do you got for the boys, brother? What do
I
you
got
got?
a two-part question.
Okay.
Number one, how many national championships did the Gophers have?
5.
To be honest, I didn't even know until I looked it up because they haven't won in at least 20 years.
Oh, yeah, baby. I like that.
Question number two, how many national championships do the Fighting Sioux have?
8.
8 over 5, baby. Let's go.
8 over 5. Love that, Yuri. Thanks for coming up, kid.
Appreciate
Hell
you, brother.
yeah.
I love that question. All right, we're going to take one more, and then we're going to do our final Flip Cup game of the evening. Fella. Look what the wind blew in. How we doing, baby?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good to see you. Last time we were sitting at Hooters with you, so it's been a minute.
Jace was at our live show at Hooters in Phoenix,
Yeah,
so
I
he
love
knows
Hooters.
what's going on.
Came
now.
down, support the boys. We chopped it up. Moxie's, how are you? So good to see you, Jace. What's up, bro?
What can I say? I'm loyal. I got a question for the Godfather, Gage Osmus.
Yes, sir.
Best guy you've met in hockey and why?
Oh man,
Great question.
That's impossible to answer. There's so many names that come to mind. I don't know, like even coaches too. Like I've been fortunate to have some great coaches. Some of the coaches are almost like stick out to me more than players because I'm like boys with all the players. I can't pick a. It's tough. Like I'll name a few. You know, Brad Berry, Don Granato, and in Ann Arbor was all time. He's in Buffalo now as coach. One of my boys in Ann Arbor was John Hayden. The reason I made that team, my dad told me I had to fight in 40 camp, and I fought John Hayden. We were best friends since, made the team. Obviously, Jordo, Paul Ledoux, all these guys over here. I got to mention Tyler Palmasino. Helped me out.
Fella.
No offense, Scarp, but I think he's the best high school coach in the town. Suck it. Go Green Wave. But yeah, great question, Jace. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Jason. All right, I think one more. Who wants the last question? Are we
Does
bringing
anybody
on
wanna ask
sweet
a
tea,
question?
baby? That's that sweet tea thing, baby. What's up?
We have a chick to the
Give me
microphone.
that little
folks.
shimmy sweet
Hey,
tea.
y'all.
What up?
What's your name?
My name is Brooke Berry.
Oh. We've got
What
the
up?
head
What up,
Hey,
bro?
coach's daughter.
sweetie. What?
The head coach's daughter up here asking the questions.
This chick's hot.
I have a question. For a guy, what's the best way to slide into a girl's DMs? No, they want me to go to you. How do you slide into a girl's DMs? What's the question?
How do you slide into girls' DMs?
Yeah, you know what I like to do is just stay up till 4 in the morning and message 400 girls, and
You up?
you know, it's like drag fishing. It's like the coral reef is dying because all the Asian people are drag fishing and they just catch all the fish. So I take that approach and I just try to DM everybody and just see what happens. That's about it. It's just a numbers game.
Okay, but what makes someone stand out? What makes someone stand out?
What makes a girl stand out? Usually I like violent Latina women. I like I'm a gambler, so I like waking up and I might get stabbed or they might, I like the threat of that. So
right, you might catch a domestic when you're.
Yeah, I like. I don't know. It's a good fucking question, dude. I don't know. It's a good question.
Okay, now you can play Sweet Tea by Little B.
What'd you say?
Now you can play Sweet Tea by Little B.
Can we play Sweet Tea by Little B? Yeah, we have to get it on the aux.
Thanks, Brooke.
That's arguably one of the greatest songs of all time.
Right here.
There's one more. Okay, we got, final, maybe one more after that. What's up, girl? What's your name? Where are you from? And how the hell are you?
I'm Rachel. I'm from Spokane, Washington.
Yep.
I have a quick question for you guys. What do you think about the guy who threw the stick back on the ice last year?
I can't hear.
Oh, what do you guys think about the guy who threw the stick back on the ice last year?
Oh, I actually interviewed Dylan Onehouse.
Oh, he's here. He's right here.
Dylan, the guy who threw the stick back after Pitlick threw it in the crowd at the Mariucci, he's here, Dylan.
Let's get him
he's
up here.
He's a real one. That's a real Sioux fan there. He could have went home with a free stick. He chucked it back on the ice. I don't want
Let's get him up here. Let's get him up here.
Let's go, Dylan. Get up here. Just
get this goddamn guy up here.
Get up here, brother. Chop it up.
That's
get on the mic.
Get up here.
Yeah, come on. Don't be shy. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Good, man. That was such a nail gun play because that's like when someone hits a home run at your favorite park, watching your team, you're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't want this piece of lumber. I'm throwing it right back on the ice. Fuck you. Don't give me your fucking stick.
No, exactly. Like, it was just immediate. I'm like, I'm not fucking walking home with this stick.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it was one of the Sioux guys. I'm like, oh, okay. But, I mean, no, not a chance. I'm not walking out of here.
Oh, that was so sick. I was so happy to see that.
Yeah.
It's awesome you're up here for the weekend. Are you from the Twin Cities area? Or are you around here? Or what's your story?
Yeah, so I'm from Minneapolis, and we went to the game last year. That's actually my fiance, Rachel. She's like, I'm going to go up there and say
Shout out,
something.
Rachel.
Like, yeah.
Respect.
So I drug her up here for the game. First time to Grand Forks, first time to a Sioux game, so she gets to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah.
unreal.
It's my first time, too. This shit's incredible.
Yeah. This guy, he deserves free drinks the whole weekend. If you see this guy, get him a drink. He's a real one. Before we close it out, though, I do want to say thanks to Joe Blacks for allowing us to do this. I want to say thanks to the Grand Forks Best Source, producer Dale. We got Paul back here. These guys are awesome. Jack Mason, our producer, he's an all-timer.
Jackie Furta.
Get his autograph. He'll go somewhere. He's going to be big time. But thank you, everyone, so much.
And also, shout out to everyone that drove down here. Shout out Sam driving down from Winnipeg. Respect the hell out of it. Respect. And thanks for listening.
And like the last little thing, can we bring on the self-proclaimed mayor of Forks for a little Sioux chant? Would Colton Uncle Rico Sanderson please come to the podium? We want to get the people going. We want to bring this energy from Joe Blacks into the Ralph tonight. Can we get a little bit of a fucking hey, how are you from you fella?
Oh, fucking, I love this fucking kid.
Mic check. You probably don't even need a microphone, Uncle Rico. Your voice projects probably to Tucson from here.
This thing on?
Let's turn this fucking thing up, man.
Is this thing on?
This thing's on. Maybe
Holy shit. Gopher weekends here. It's Saturday night at the Ralph. We don't lose on Saturdays in Grand Forks, baby.
No, we don't.
Hey,
I will kill myself if
one
they
thing
lose.
I want to say, big round of applause to these three for chalking it up tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, giving it to us all. They wanted to get a little Let's Go Sioux chant going, but I thought we'd start with a little different one. Maybe more of a Fuck the Gophers chant.
Yeah.
Where's Dale?
We got to get...
Where is Dale?
The Gophers.
Fuck the Gophers. Fuck the Gophers. Fuck the Gophers. Fuck the Gophers.
Rico.
Rico, last little thing, brother. What do you got for your prediction tonight? We don't lose on Saturdays, bro. As I think you're the fucking mayor of the city. What do we got?
Cute and braces and boots.
Hey, Saturday night at home, UND always rocking 4-1 UND tonight.
Let's go. Are they wearing black tonight or no?
Oh, I'd love to see Coach Bubbs bring out the blacks.
Fuck. I wear black just in case.
Black
man. Like,
on
these
back,
fucking
a
things
little
better come out.
AC/DC in
Little
the house at the Ralph.
AC/DC coming
Let's
across
go.
your jaw. Somebody fucking hit somebody.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Ozzo, unless you got anything else, I don't have a voice. I got to get a little fireball to coat the throat here. And yeah, let's turn this thing upside down, man. We got some drink tokens we'll be handing out.
Let's
and
go,
again,
Sioux, baby.
Thanks everyone for coming. This was awesome. Heatdaddy, thanks for coming from fucking Scottsdale,
you.
Arizona, baby. Woo!
Let's go, Sioux.
Let's go, Sioux. Let's go, Sioux. Let's go, Sioux. Let's go, Sioux. Let's go, Sioux. Let's go, Sioux.